what people need to understand is that Africa, we are the dopest continent in the world, period.
Alright, welcome guys, welcome to this very special edition of Washed. As you can see today I've got a team of special guests with me here. I'd just like you guys to introduce yourselves, man. Tell us, what's your name?
Sure. My name is Dosan. I am the CEO and founder of Planet 9 Music Group. That's an upcoming music label. We set it up like sometime last year and we've just been working on crazy music. We're trying to change the face of urban hip hop in Kenya, along with a team of fellow creators, man. We're trying to make a movement of really good stuff. So yeah, that's me.
What's up? It's Bola Good in the house. Good CEO, Good Empire Entertainment, and we also do various kind of events and we promote artists also. That's what I do.
And you, sir.
What's up? Tom, Mr. USIU as well. Crisis Night as well.
Crisis Night.
Crisis Night. That's the stage name.
Crazy.
And my whole term was about pushing the art form. I'm a musician, producer. I have a company. I'm basically about the art. So I wanted to use my title to push this whole thing. So,
Awesome. So you can see I've got two rappers and a promoter with us today. And today we're going to be talking a couple of things. First things first, what's brought us here is the art, the music, the culture. So I just like to let you guys a couple minutes, just tell us what it means to you. What is art? What is music?
Okay, for me, music is usually it's an expression of what a society and a culture is going through at a particular time in history. Like if you listen to music from like the 60s, you internalize it. You know what was going on in that time. You know the politics. You know the vibe there. You know what people's consciousness was going through. So I think that music is something that it helps to evolve our consciousness, as people, as a society. And it also helps to highlight a lot of the issues that we're going, as well as entertain us. So I think on that note, there's a way that music has been treated as, or arts in general have been treated as like something less to the normal professions. Like you have to go become a doctor, you have to go become this. But you have to realize that for people to even get people get inspired by music. You listen to an artist, he gives you this new way of thinking, looking at things. And I think it's a very important tool in society in terms of just evolving society forward.
Well, to me, I think music is life, because without music, there won't be life to me. Because people go through a lot of things and they use music to express their feelings, And every one of us, there's anyone in this world that doesn't like music. Is it that you like this music or you like the other music?
Everyone likes music.
You can't do without music in life.
True. Hey, Mr. You tell us.
yeah, man. I think music is a tool, basically. It's a tool that you can use to push out your emotions, your feelings. Because at the end of the day, people who don't identify with might start identifying with them because of a song. So like the microphone is a powerful tool. So you can either make or break a society, make or break an individual, make or break a certain scenario. So it's more of a tool to kind of push your agenda, let your expression come out, let people know what you're thinking, and push it like that. So
I was talking to some girl the other day, and I told her that there's three things that basically unite the whole world together. One is music, another one is football, and the third one is food.
Straight up.
So for real, you can't live without any of those.
True.
Why music? Because it's how people express themselves. Why football? Because football is a global language, universal language. Why food?
Because
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats, man.
Everybody eats.
For example, this Kendrick Lamar song, I Love Myself. I Love Myself. Those kind of songs have such an impact on the society because somebody might be going through a big problem and you're trying to commit suicide or you're having suicidal thoughts at that time and you keep on singing I love myself. Even if you don't, after a while
you start
probably do start loving yourself. So it is a powerful tool because it's able to address things that politics can't address. Address things that certain leaders can't address. So it's a powerful tool, and if you use it the right way, you can change the world.
So let me ask you guys. Let me ask personal questions. Like who inspires you musically?
Okay, my personal music inspirations are a lot of artists from this era of the hippies.
Okay.
Like the 60s music. Guys like the Bob Marleys were coming out at that time, the Beatles. Because I liked the the whole vibe that the music had a sort of political message about it, a message about society, a message about how humans can move forward and become better. Now that's music from back then a bit, but now my current like inspirations as artists, because I like listening to hip hop.
Yeah.
So I like listening to people like Kendrick Lamar, people like I like
Drake.
Kanye West. No, yeah, Drake is awesome, but he's becoming a pop star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like people like Kanye West in his prime, in his prime time when he was coming out with like Graduation album, all of these things. There was a whole vibe about it which was more than just music. It was enlightening people, and it's also entertaining people. So I look at people like that for inspiration all the time.
Who inspires you?
A lot of artists inspire me back in the days. But let me speak about present tense right now.
Yeah.
Let me speak about like
Miller.
Yeah, I love some of his rap. He's not rapping about girls, he's not rapping about money. He's rapping about the struggle.
Yeah.
And there are millions of people going through the struggle right now.
Yeah.
So the music he's doing is passing the message to so many people. So I like him that he's doing his own thing his own way. It's good.
Super. Tommy, would you like?
I like a lot of people.
Long list, huh?
A lot of people are okay. I grew up in a musical home, so my musical background is in many areas. But I guess to summarize it, I like people who push boundaries of what they do. So I like classical music as well. Yeah. And my favorite guy is Chopin. He's one of the greatest pianists of all time. But what I like about him is that even when I produce, I could sample these things till now. It can still be relevant. You can still push the art form in an era when they were not listening to anything.
Timeless form.
Yeah, but as a hip hop head, I like people who do much more with what they do. Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. He's telling a story beyond everything. J. Cole. Yeah, man. I like basically those are the kind of people.
Guys you like.
And a lot of the guys from the past, Tupac, people who
Bring it to Africa.
I was even getting there.
Yeah.
Now Africa, Fela Kuti.
Yeah.
Same. Fela was touring in the UK when people were still,
breastfeed.
Yeah, that's true. This is what when was it? Like probably early the 60s.
Yeah.
Fela was selling on stadiums in the UK. If you watch videos, you see a bunch of people in the crowd, and there's not one black person there. It's an audience coming to see something because he pushed the art form. Fela started with what was called High Life. Yeah, High Life was this West African, Ghanaian kind of thing that was going on. And he used to do that kind of music, but then after he broke out of that, and he's now literally the founder of Africa. So he pushed the art form to something that it wasn't before. And that's actually when Afrobeat was born. So yeah, the lap pioneer.
He fights for freedom for people.
He's a revolutionary as well.
This kind of music is not just a musical
Exactly.
You just listen to it.
Just listen to it. Faith, gives you
He's passing a message.
Yeah.
He's fighting with the government, not personal. Trying to let them know what they should do to their people. So people, there are so many things happening in those days. The government are not treating people right, so he's passing that message.
On rights
And it's not easy for for somebody, just one person to be talking to the whole. It takes a lot for someone to just come out and just bring out music and talk to the states. So everybody likes him because of that, because he's fighting for people, for human rights.
He's the voice of the people.
He's fighting for human rights. So people like him, and he's still reigning today in Nigeria.
And to be honest, just to go back on that, I feel the reason you find a lot of people saying names from outside is because, honestly speaking, in Africa we're having that challenge. Okay. People aren't using the microphone for much. That is why, I'm a Pan-African. I would have loved to have a list of 5 Africans I can drop.
I know.
At the end of the day, if you look at what they're doing, most times, guys are changing now. At least the new generation is changing the way things are. But a lot of people, the value for the message, what they're bringing out with the music, the agenda, what they're trying to change, it's really been lost. So we have this issue. That's why, Fela in an era, he used to insult the president. This is at a time when the president could literally lock you up. If you address issues happening in the country through this music, and I feel that's what we need in the industry. People who are using the microphone to address the issues we have. Because as we started with this thing, the microphone is so powerful. You can either make or break. And if you don't address the issues in our society, nothing will change.
Well, to me, what I would say about what you just said right now is, the economy doesn't give room to that anymore. Like right now, if you go on your way and start abusing the president right now, you might get locked down. Or they just take you out of the way.
People will close the doors on you.
Not everyone has that mind.
But I believe now.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Not
believe
everyone
now.
has that mind to, because everybody's looking for money.
Yeah.
So that's why you see commercial. That's why you see commercials out right now. Commercial doesn't
like
commercial is nothing. It's just
For
beat.
sure. The two ways about it. Like, I'm proud of Africa, like as a Nigerian, like where our country has come. Like, music is a valid career. If you tell your father that I want to do music, he's seen what Davido is doing with his life. He's seen what Wizkid is doing with his life. He's seen what Don Jazzy is doing with his life, and you realize that that's a good life.
That's a good life.
That's a good life. So if you want to be a musician, the fact that they have a path that they can go, like, okay, you can actually be who you want to be. So I understand that's really where the African industry is trying to make hits to get out there and live the life that you want. But at the same time, I feel like now the challenge for all of us is how can we mix it? How can we mix it?
How can we create a balance?
Yeah,
like selling the good life, music,
we
and
need
and
those
also
songs
selling
for
the
the clubs
solid
and
music.
everything. But at the same time, we need something that can actually address issues. Because to be honest, where Africa is right now, we're in our worst state. Terrorism is. Things are real. You know what I mean? Things are real. And at the end of the day, if we're having so many issues, and the only thing you hear from artists is how they can go down low, and it's like you're
a big
ignoring
distraction.
something that's actually happening. That's really the problem.
Okay.
To me, what you're saying is right, but at the same time, right now in the society, people look at, like me as a promoter. If I want to sign an artist, there's so many things that I look at you, so I can sign you as an artist. But you're not just coming here to tell me about what is going on or that. You have to preach on what people's demand. If you sit here and do a song talking to Uru, people might not even listen to it.
It's
The generation
people have
is
to
a party
relate.
generation.
True,
Right?
it's the relation. It's not just issues, but I mean, like now, it's beyond that. For example, there's a way you can have a song that makes people dance, but at the same time, it touches something. I'm not saying you make a whole song talking about the government of Islam. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. It can be as simple as probably the chorus or an element in your bars. Like if you dissect everything you say, even if it's all about the party, let there be something that sheds light.
Someone can pick out.
That's literally what I'm trying to say, because at the end of the day, I understand exactly what you're saying. I agree with that. You have to make something people want to listen to and dance to. But at the same time, as you're doing that, make sure that you're actually touching other things, no matter how subtle.
And that's one thing people are doing is making a lot of music for the club, and there's nothing wrong with that. But however, when the sun comes up and it's time to go home, people go back to the problems and the real issues. So, what do you think, Dosan? How would you approach the mindset of guys in making music? Because guys are doing it for money right now and fame.
It's true. I think one important thing that artists have to keep in mind is, like, you as an artist, you have a responsibility to have a vision for what society you want to see in the future. Because you're the person who, like, you get time to observe stuff. You get stuff. As an artist, you're like. You're drawing a portrait of society, essentially. You're like the mirror of society, So you have to have like an idea of what you're trying to do with your platform, as Tom was talking about earlier. The other thing is, I also think that I think artists shouldn't be so afraid to step out of boundaries. Like we're always like, 2 Chainz has done this song, or who has done this song, so we have to try and fit into that mood or whatever, We have to just be ready to just break out and take a risk, take a risk as creative people, because that's what even creativity is about in the first place, The other thing is also just keep your ear, we need to be more conscious of what's going on in our society. Like many artists are just about the high life, partying, all that stuff. They really just focus on that. But then if we're more aware of what's going on, we read more, we know what's going on in the news, we know why it affects us. I think it makes us more impactful if we make a song. From that point, we're more, our awareness is expanded now. So that's what I say.
As a promoter, are promoters generally guided to promote the culture, or is theirs really just to make
Talent.
a buck out of it?
No, it's not. It's not about cash all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have this. You know, there are so many things that look in the artist. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be doing a song, you have to do a song that I know it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't just preach on what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So I look that in an artist also. You can't just be talking about money, billions, and I know you're working with a leg. So I don't. So I look into that also. So I look into your vision. What do you have in mind? What do you want to be? You know, what kind of song are you good at?
Yeah.
Not everyone is good on every song. You know.
True.
So I look at you. What song do you? What characters do you think you can play in my own record label? So they will go for it. We test you. They will brand you.
Okay. So what defines what is hot? Yeah. Because clearly you want to take out what the people really want. You want to give it to the people. But there's that guy who's conscious and maybe what he's making isn't classified as hot. So how do you guys like those also get a chance to have their stuff heard by a crowd that's actually not looking for what's your spot? They actually want to hear a song different song. How do you go about that?
Well, as for me, if my artist did a song, I have teams.
Okay.
I have people who I can easily forward the song to.
Okay.
Listen to this song. What do you think about this song? What do you think about this song? What do you think about this song? So I'm gonna judge from what everybody is saying, because sometimes at the end of the day, I'm not the one buying the music, you know. So you're selling the music to people. So I have to first ask people that I know they're in the same kind of business. Is this music good to be out? So if they say no, we just put it aside. We work on something else.
What do you think the angle should be?
Okay. Kind of like what he was saying. I feel there are different groups of people. There are people who they want to make bangers. There are the people who they have a conscious point of view. And I feel the most important thing is the team. As a producer myself, I've realized that actually, even in my upcoming mixtape, I've done something that is quite interesting. I've been able to use serious songs, and stuff like that, and I put it on a dancing beat. You know what I mean? It's you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. Because let's be honest, when guys go out to the club and they're listening to this song, they don't hear what they're saying.
No,
they don't hear what they're saying. They're just having a good time. You know what I mean? So if you're having a good time, then you realize, oh my God, this guy is deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're still dancing. You've been able to kind of bring two people who would never meet to get together. Because the mistake that always happens, traditionally with hip hop, the bangers are like the trap song. Then the guys who are more conscious, it's slow. It's kind of like it's like a culture. Now. You know, it's like a culture now that if you're going to do this song, if you're going to talk about certain issues, you can't have a dancing beat. It has to be, just like this. Same thing with African music, Afrobeat in Nigeria.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about something, you have to have something slow. But if you want to talk about something, the club party song, it's the dance thing.
Yeah.
But there's a way you can mix it, and it's all about the team. Okay. And also, speaking from a producer's point of view, I feel, like what defines what is hot. We are the ones that define what is hot. At the end of the day, if we change something today, and you listen, like, oh my God, this is it. What you now realize that everyone tries to copy it.
Yeah.
Look at the Nigerian industry. Something happened a while ago. This Wizkid song, On Top of Your Market. And then that song, Park, Baby Pull Over. You realize it was a chain. The song guys were like, hey, this is this new sound. This is working. Then everybody starts doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, you can actually originate who pioneered that thing. Okay. So the industry is, you make what is hot. You don't wait.
You're the taste maker.
You make what is hot.
True.
You control it. Control it.
I like it. So good music or good art in general, it has many components to it. And one of them is creativity. You get that? So how do you gauge, who's more creative than the other? How do you gauge this type of creativity is what I wanna push through, is what I wanna sell? How's creativity gauged?
Is it because I love you? Is it because I care? Is it because I promise?